Alright guys, ladies, gentlemen, Beaver County. Just a quick trip through New Brighton. Hey, guess what? Soupy's is gone. They tore it down. They declared it a nuisance bar and tore it down. Whoever hasn't been here for a while, the fire department is now beside the armory, which is now the police station. Well, it's been the police station ever since I've been born. The YMCA. Oh, yeah, you guys, if you guys haven't been around for a while, the lighthouse is still here. But they tore down most of the YMCA. If you notice, they got rid of the racquetball courts. It's all now apartments with a built-in swimming pool in the building still. If you remember Brickers, well, this is Brickers. All shut down, closed down. It's sad. New Brighton did get a facelift though in the past few years. New street lamps. A couple buildings have been torn down to put up little side little parks. They're finally selling the land that the old church that burnt down used to sit on. Oops, I'm going to run this yellow light. The Beaver County favorite. The hot dog shop. Still live and kicking. Let's see. You know what? We'll take a left. Actually, no. We'll take a right. Excuse me. Take a right and go down towards, I don't know if any of you have seen Big Rock Park lately. Or if you weren't around when it was called Big Rock Park, Blue Rock. Unfortunately, Blue Rock is no longer there since we had the train derailment that the tankers came off the bridge and totally blew up the rock. Still cobblestone road back here. Sorry if my arm's so shaky. Roll the window up a little bit. Alright, if any of you remember this area down here, still very popular for fishing. Wow. You know what? We're going to get out real quick. Let's take a look at the river. Made sure that my car was parked. Ugh. Wow. It's up there. Water's not too far from the bridge. But as of right now, the Falston Bridge is no longer being used, and then they're trying to tear it down, which I don't see a just reason for it, because you're only leaving people that live over there only one way out. Okay. Seatbelt, seatbelt. It's the law. Anybody who knows me, I don't break the law. Never have. Oh, nothing that I would admit to. Let's see. If my talking gets on your nerves, just turn the video down. Here we go. Now that's pretty damn high. It's overflowing. Wow. Should probably look and see if people are behind me, but I really don't care. And like I said, for anybody, now we're gonna stop and we're gonna check this out real quick. But for anybody that has not been down in New Brighton for the past 20 years or 15 years, it is no longer called Blue Rock, and they made a park, or Big Rock, and they made a park. And just to show you how high the river is, usually you can get down at least 25 to 30 more feet. This hill is actually very, very steep. But with all the rain that we've been having, if we get any more, it looks like we won't have any road down here. But they're enjoying the water. All right, on with the show. "15 miles an hour, 15. No dog pooping in the park. If anybody remembers, this used to be just a walking trail. Long time ago, bike trail, walking trail. Now they got little places where you can sit and look at the river, and Lions Club got their own pavilion down here. I'm sure you can rent it out. And they have little sitting spots that are dedicated to people. And you know what? I don't even know if I can even get down near the rock with the river being up this high. And it don't look like it. Yeah, this river's up here pretty good. As of right now, they won't allow you to get down to where the rock is. But the rock used to sit right there. And used to be able to drive up around it because they had a turnaround. But since the train wreck, they ixnayed that. They still got a nice little walking trail down here though. God, I remember when there was nothing down here. Cops wouldn't even come down here because they couldn't get back to Big Rock. They would have had to gotten out of their car. I'm glad to see some people still use the area. It's been a while. Alright, old dude, move over. Like I said, it's no longer called Blue Rock. It's called Big Rock Park. Oh, I used to love coming through these when I was a kid. There's the YMCA again, which is now all apartments. They kept the gym and they kept the pool. Everything else they've changed. There's Brickers. Again, no longer open. If you recall, a long time ago, at that corner down there, there used to be a golf station. Now it's a tow station. They bought it. Well, it was closed for a long time. Then finally somebody bought it, and now it's just a towing place. Maybe we'll get a TV show. You know, New Brighton Towing. Another reality series out of it on TV. Now we're going up the old hill that used to be cobblestone. They actually took out a few of the houses that I didn't realize. But if you all remember, I never went to this one. But who remembers the old New Brighton High School? Which is now called E.B. McNutt's Apartments. Gentleman blew himself up with a oxygen tank, smoking while on oxygen a couple days ago. And this is one of the very rare and few places that you will see this. A lot of people, a lot of towns, they don't want this out and about anymore. But that's been here for years, and New Brighton's going to keep it that way. Oops, wrong window. Always hated this intersection. Always thought a car was going to fly up over 9th Hill and hit me. Craig's Hardware's still there. Pete's Deli. They always said they were going to reopen, but they never did. Pit and Pub is now Jimmy K's. They've gotten rid of a few of the smaller buildings down here. Brighton Tire is still here. The old man passed away. The son actually passed away, and the wife took it over. The son's wife. New Brighton Middle School. They finally got air conditioning, people, so whoever went to school there like we did, you know, they lucked out. They even put an elevator in the place. Fully expanded the back. Never thought about it when we were in school, huh? No, crack a window. Crack a window and sweat yourself to death. Campbell's Funeral Home is no longer Campbell's. It's Gabriel. I hope I pronounced that right. I probably didn't. It's probably one of the longest videos I've ever had. That I've ever made. Oh God, we got people working. Smile, you're on candid camera. Look, he's a real professional. Wave that arm. If you all remember back in the day, used to drive by this church and there'd be lined with joy buses. Who remembers the joy buses? And down here on the left was Meehan's. Which is no longer Meehan's. They don't build trucks there no more. They got storage and apartments. Alright, peoples. That concludes the tour of New Brighton. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. And we still got one more place that I can show you real quick. Come to think of it, how can I be a Pasquale that grew up in New Brighton? Oh, she was hot. And not show the paisans who remembers the SOI. My family had a lot to do with that place. It's too bad they let the bowling alleys go to shit. You know, you got what, 4 or 5 lanes in there and you let the lanes warp? I'm ashamed. Definitely. That actually pisses me off because my grandfather Leroy, you know, Marianne Pasquale's dad, Leroy, fought for that bowling alley. Rosalind's Candy Castle. Still got the Ups trucks around here. And the American Legion. Alright, now that concludes this tour of New Brighton. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. See ya! Salute!